Good Monday morning, everyone. I hope everyone out there is having a wonderful start to their day, or if you're ending a night shift, I hope you had a great night shift. So I just wanted to really quickly, I woke up this morning and I actually saw a video that I thought was kind of, I don't know, for a second there, it kind of like took me back and was like, it was impactful in a good way. I mean, of course, I could have looked at it in the wrong way if I wanted to, if I chose to. And it was about the idea that back then, it was talking about, back when we grew up, like back in 50s, 60s, 70s, early 80s, it was saying kids and how tough they were and stuff. But I mean, I even think about it when, like, I was born in the 91, early 90s, and, how things were different, and to me, what I took it was, how we didn't have technology, how we didn't have a lot of the things that, most of us have nowadays, and how we take that for granted. And I guess, more importantly, how we've shifted as a society, and some things in a good way, sometimes, growing pains for major change. But I think one of the most important parts of that is that as a society, we haven't, to me, is the loss of connectedness. I mean, it doesn't take much, in the last few years, especially, there's been a big divide in society, but between all sorts of people have been feeling divided. And when I think about it, sure, there could be a reason for divide every now and then. There's certain instances, or from a general standpoint, one could see divide. But when you look at divide, when you look at separation, you find divide, you find separation, no matter what. I mean, I always think of it like this, let's say you buy a new car, you get something new, now you see it everywhere, right? And I like to think of it in that aspect. When you're looking for something, when you're looking for that divide, when you're looking for separation, you find it. So I think the more important thing is to look for the opposite of that, to change things up. Look for love, look for connectedness, look for a way to connect with others. And I think, looking at kids nowadays growing up, it's a lot different, a lot harder to do that while, social media, and I love it because I get to, it has its benefits because I get to, put these videos out there to the world. But what are the negatives? Negatives are kids growing up. I know even for part of my life at one point, once technology started taking over, once, high school and stuff like that, separated me from society, from being able to just go outside, meet other kids, play, have fun, enjoy, the time, and make friendships, build relationships. And I feel like we are losing that because we're so locked away from it. We don't really have the experience. And if we have this sense of divide, or looking for things that separate instead of what connects, then that's what we're finding, and that's what reality is showing for a lot of us. Now, it's not for everyone, of course. There's people out there, maybe you are one who feel connected with others, who naturally your reality is different. But I think it's not too difficult to not realize, don't ignore the fact that, around us a lot of that is happening. And I think it's very, very obvious. It doesn't take much to go into certain places and, you can sense, you can feel it sometimes. And at the end of the day, it is what it is, I always say, and that's great. But find that place within you. Find that way to connect with others. Find that point of setting aside a difference, setting aside a preconception of how something might go, of how someone might be, and be the bigger person, be the stronger person. If someone is going to, in your attempt to be connected, disregard it, or, in any way, disregard it, in essence, then you're the bigger person when you keep your cool, when you keep the love, when you keep the desire to connect. Because sometimes people may think that that is a front, that is a way that someone, that you are attempting to, get one over on someone, or that it's not real, or that it's just so painful that they haven't been able to open up themselves. And this could go for anyone. I think, this is not pointed at any direction. This is saying that there is a lot of this, and a lot of it is from a misunderstanding. A lot of it is from focusing on the wrong thing, focusing on separation, focusing on things that aren't going to benefit you, me, or anyone. At the end of the day, maybe feel good for a minute. Probably not. Maybe it makes you feel right. I know I read something recently. It was like, people would rather be right than be dead, or something like that. It's something insane where it was like, people would rather feel that they are right than, be proven wrong, in essence. And that to me has to stop. You gotta be okay with being wrong, because that's the only way you're gonna grow. For one, that's the only way you're gonna have a life that's more worth living. So with all that being said, I hope you guys have a great day, and just remember to try and find something that connects each and every one of us, and don't look for what separates, because it's so easy to find what you're looking for. And with that being said, you can easily find something that connects one another. I'm telling you, you can if you look for it. You just got to stop looking for what divides. You got to stop looking at yourself as needing to be right, as happen to be like I talk about it in the book, the ego, like not letting that ego not allow you to be wrong, for one, but also to take that chance to connect with someone even if they don't want to connect back. So try that today. Try it every day, but just try it today and let me know how that works. Alright guys, take care.